Well, hi there, anal fans. I do, as a dominatrix, have a large amount of clientele who connect with me both online and in person for pegging and anal play. My online sessions are basically safe for me in terms of smell because it's just mainly clientele that is, they have their own toys and they're using them on cam under my instructions. So I always do ask, even on cam, if they have done an enema or a douche before we connect. And a lot of them will just say, oh yeah, I had a shower, I held the nozzle up to my bum. And I even got it, like, made sure that the water went right inside. Now, let me just clarify that there is a big difference between that and doing an actual enema or douche. So, this is what a douche looks like. And the brand that I recommend is Summer's Eve. They only tend to have vinegar and water these days in stores, just because the scented ones, these are generally used by women, so you're going to find these in the female hygiene section. And so a lot of women are very sensitive to fragrance, and therefore they're not even really recommended at all for women, because it can mess with your natural stuff down there, your natural things that are supposed to be down there. Why can I not come up with the word? Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. But for a man doing it anally, it's absolutely fine, especially because it's just vinegar and water. And then this is what an actual enema pouch or kit looks like right here. So it generally comes with a bag and a long hose, and then you're going to insert the end of that after you fill up the bag with water. And again, you should be using distilled water just for safety and sanitary, just to be sanitary, sorry, for sanitation. So once you have gotten your douche kit, for example, the one that I first showed you here, the Summer's Eve, this will come with a nozzle, which you will put on the top, and you pull it out, and there's a little cap that you remove so that you can actually squirt what's in the contents of the bottle inside yourself. So the best way to do it is to sit down on the toilet and to insert the nozzle. Use a little bit of lube so it's not painful or it doesn't scratch your skin. And then just relax, completely relax, and give that bottle a squeeze until all of the contents of that bottle are inside your butt. And then you're going to obviously feel full, and you're going to naturally feel like pushing, which is exactly what you'll do. You'll push, and it'll naturally bring out any feces that's inside the anal passage, and it will get rid of it. So now you're actually clean inside your bum. Same thing with the enema bag. Again, you're going to fill that with distilled water. You're going to sit down on the toilet, insert that nozzle inside your ass, and it usually they do have a drip, kind of like an IV hose, where you can time it out, and it'll slowly drip until your ass feels full, and then naturally it's going to start dispelling what's inside your ass. So the contents. So it's basically. It's going to sound like diarrhea because it's very watery. You've added all this water into the inside, but it's going to get rid of any feces that's inside your ass. And that is how you are properly cleaned before anal sex. So let's say, like for my clientele that comes to visit me, I always ask them to perform either a douche or an enema before a visit, because the last thing I want is to be using toys, even though I cover them with condoms for cleanliness. The last thing I want is to be pegging somebody or using my strap on and it comes out covered in crap. It makes for a very shitty situation, needless to say. And the same thing for when I'm watching somebody on cam playing with their toys. It's not very pretty when they're fucking themselves and all I can see is shit juice. And they might not see it because they're turned backwards towards the camera, but I'm getting this view of, poop running out of their bum, and it's not very attractive. And thank God I don't have to smell that, but in person, that makes for a terrible situation. And of course, in a relationship or in a one-night stand, whatever you're doing with your anal sex, I mean, you want to have a good experience. You don't want poop. It just, it's just not a turn on. So again, it's nice for somebody to be able to prepare for anal sex. So, I mean, if it's a last minute sort of situation that comes about, there's very much not anything you can do if suddenly somebody throws it on you and surprises you. But if you have any chance to prepare for it, do that. For my clients that come in person, I ask them to perform it at home. I ask them to bring the kit with them, and they can do it one last time in my bathroom, just to take any excessive stuff out right before we begin. And it's also very helpful not to eat for a few hours before anal sex, just to dispel any feces that's built up. So that's it. I hope that helps, and have fun.